Who's the best Joestar? Before I even start the video, I already know that I'd probably have somebody pressed all in my comments. I just want to say these are all my personal opinion, and this is no hate to any of the Joestars. So before anybody gets mad at me and starts attacking me, this is literally just my impression and what I get off the characters and my impression of them and who's my favorite out of the entire show. So relax. Jonathan Joestar, rank 6 on this list. And for all the people questioning, the ranks are going to be part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. Maybe I will make a part 2 if this does well, but I think we all know why Jonathan is on this list. Now, if you watch my video about why people hate part 1, obviously, I have a lot of love for part 1 and a lot of respect for part 1 and a lot of love for Jonathan as a character. I think that he was super underrated. I mean, yes, did we have him for like 10 episodes and if you read the manga, dedicating like a couple of hours of life? Yes. But at the same time, I still think that part 1 is super underrated and Jonathan as a character is underrated. I mean, a very masculine guy, very strong person, I'm not going to call him very cool, but I do think he's a cool character. But the reason why I'm not putting him at some crazy high tier is because he's not that interesting of a character. Like, if you compare characters like Joseph Joestar and then you have Josuke Part 4, like, compared to those goofy and lovable characters, he's just not the face that's going to provide you that. And am I calling him a bad character? Absolutely not. I'm just saying that he is not enjoyable like all the other characters because I feel like I had more of a connection with any other Joestar other than him, and that's not saying that I do not like him or his character. But hey, do not discredit Jonathan's very manly and gentleman-like. I mean, he even saved the girl. Joseph! One of my favorite characters in the entirety of Jojo. Now, for this rank, I'm going to have to put him at 3rd on this list. Now, Joseph is one of the funniest characters in this entire series. I mean, he is absolutely fucking hilarious. Like, if you do not think Joseph is hilarious, then there is honestly something wrong with you. I think, in my opinion, young Joseph was probably just a beyond perfect character. He had the funniness, he had strength, he had anything of a main character that somebody would want in their series, and I think Joseph pulled it off super well. Like I said, he's not boring like Jonathan. He's interesting, he's funny, he has a comedy aspect, he can be serious, he can be not serious, and I feel like he just has the perfect package when it comes to characters in JoJo. Because some characters in JoJo are like, oh, they don't do anything, or oh, they're boring, or just anything like that. And another reason why Joseph is so perfect on this list is because of the story. Not only did Joseph have some of the funniest moments and some of the best, just things that I think that were in JoJo, I think that the story around him was probably one of the most perfect things they can do. Because part 2 had everybody invested, from where they were training, from where they just started on working on Hamon, and you get to see the new things, and you get to go into more depth about Jojo and go in to see the newer characters and maybe seeing some familiar faces. I think that Joseph's story was set up so perfectly, and I feel like that's why. Not only was he a good character, they set him with a good story to evolve into a good character. Maybe he went a little slight down with old Joseph, but it's okay, it's okay. I still think Joseph is one of the best JoJo characters to this day, and it will definitely stay like that. So this is getting number 3 on my list. Jolene. Alright, I'm sorry. I really wanted to sing that song, and then my mom sung it one time, and now it's kind of stuck in my head. Okay, let's just get on to it. Jolene Cujo. I am about to make a lot of down bad fanboys really mad. Probably. I am sorry to all my Jolene folks, but I put Jolene at number 4 on this list. Now, I know a lot of Stone Ocean fanboys and JoJo fanboys that just got into JoJo because of Netflix would probably be mad. But I'm sorry, but she's going at number 4 on this list. Jolene is just not as good as the rest of the characters in JoJo. In my opinion, she is not the best character. She just is not. And as a person who actually liked Stone Ocean, I never found Jolene as like, oh my god, wow. I never found Jolene as that type of character, and I know that everyone loves her, and I know that she gets a lot of love, but she just wasn't not the character for me. Is she sexy? Absolutely. Does she look good? Absolutely. But she's just not there. And no, before I get somebody in my comment section, well, does this mean that you hate Stone Ocean? Does this mean that you hate Jolene? Absolutely not. And I know that I have a lot of fans who actually like Stone Ocean and actually like Jolene. So, no, I do not hate Stone Ocean, and I am a fan of it. But like I said, she just is not my favorite Joestar to ever appear. Yes, is she Jotaro's daughter? Sure. Is she cool? Does she have some cool moves? Does she have a cool stand? Yes. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. She just was not that amazing. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna need to chill my out before Jotaro comes here with. And for number 2. Giovanna, an icon in the JoJo series, making him a fan favorite of the series and one of the most bad characters in the entire show. Giorno, he has a reason that he is so loved. I mean, without him, we wouldn't have got this bop back in quarantine.
Jojo, pose. Jojo, pose.
Yes. Thank you, Apollo Fresh, for creating one hell of a bop back in the day. But Giorno Giovanna is an icon of JoJo. He has one of the coolest stands. Golden Experience was awesome. And I just think that Giorno is just an absolute icon of JoJo. Because he was one of the coolest characters. He had great funny moments. Bad fights. I mean, what more could you honestly want from a character? Giorno really was that guy. But As for number 1 on my rankings list, Mr. Josuke. I feel like if you're a fan of me or you know me in real life, you probably suspected this coming. Josuke has always been my favorite character. Number 1, he has perfect hair. Let's start off with that. His hair is a masterpiece at work. He's a hilarious character, and he has great fights in the show, great battles, just great everything. Josuke is one of those characters that I connected with, and I think that he is the most character that I connected with. He's super goofy, super lovable, and it's just kind of a point to where, like, it's like a how can't you not love him? He's like the Kevin Hart of Jojo. Like, I swear, he's like the Kevin Hart of Jojo. Because, like, how could you hate Kevin Hart? But at the same time, it's like, how could you hate Josuke? And part 4, once again, is just a great part, and in my opinion, my favorite part in Jojo with part 5. But just like Josuke, whenever his hair gets touched, I'm out.
Swoosh over their head. It went straight to their pockets instead. How you hate you can follow the step. And the ring on my wallet these wet.
Oh, sorry, can't end it off yet. For a comment in my comments section.
Bozo. It's giving bozo. You're giving bozo.